Goodness, here we are again. I hope you're well. Today we're going to make a tart that is popular in Kent for school dinners. It's called Gypsy Tart. This is a very simple recipe. It only has 6 ingredients and one of those is water. I'm going to start by making a basic short crust pastry. That is half fat to flour. I have 8 ounces of flour and 4 ounces of butter with a pinch of salt. Some people use a mix of margarine and lard, or all margarine, but I'm going to use all butter because I can. I have a dairy here. I don't much like margarine, but it is very easy to use and it doesn't go rancid like butter can. I'm going to cut the butter in. You can rub it in, but that will make a tougher pastry. And if you're a nervous pastry maker, add an egg. I'm now going to bring it together using some water. I don't know why this is called Gypsy Tart. It comes from Kent and I think was invented specifically for school dinners. It is very easy to make and cheap. It may be that it's popular with the Romany people who go down there to pick the hops in the autumn, but we have Romanys here and I've never heard of it. It does feel very modern. It has a lot of sugar. Margaret came home with it after visiting friends who'd moved down there. She says it was delicious, and so I'm making it for her as a surprise. There, now my pastry needs to chill. That's an important part of making pastry. I'll leave it out in the corridor. It's very cool out there. You wouldn't believe it's spring, would you? Now that it's chilled, I'm going to roll it out and line my flan tin. I'm going to crimp the edges very firmly so the pastry doesn't collapse. We used to make a lot of pastry at Abbott's Hall. Pastry for tarts and tartlets, pastry for pies, and sometimes, if there was a dinner party, puff pastry for decoration. Short crust isn't the easiest pastry, that would be suet crust, but it is pretty easy. I think everyone should know how to make a good pastry, and once you've got the hang of it, you never lose it. And then you can make tarts and flans and pies in quick time. And let's face it, everyone likes a slice of something nice occasionally. I'm going to need to bake this before I fill it. Some people call this baking blind. I have to admit, I had a turn when I first heard the phrase. I'm going to prick it, then line it with a piece of parchment and then put in some rice to make sure that the pastry doesn't rise whilst it's in the oven. I'll then put it in and bake it hot. I'm going to put this in a hot oven and then just before it's finished, take out the rice and parchment to make sure it cooks all the way through. While my pastry is cooking, I'm going to make the filling, which is the easiest thing I know. It is just evaporated milk, and moist brown sugar. The hard bit is the whisking. You have to whisk for 20 minutes. I'd recommend a Dover whisk or something similar, or a pair of strong arms, or a bunch of school children hungry and keen to eat the result. Margaret is 14 and so she'll be leaving school this year. She doesn't have school dinners very often as we live so close, so she comes home. But she has been having them more regularly. Well, the government subsidise them, so they're much cheaper. In fact, if you can't afford them, they are free. It's important for people to have a hot meal at dinner time, whether at home or at school, especially for children. After school, I used to give Margaret a little bite to eat, when she got home. But now that she's almost grown up, she waits for Pops. We normally sit down to eat at 5:30 or 6 o'clock. A light meal of bread and butter, potted meat, jam and cakes. I won't serve this until much later, supper time. During the war, that time, about 10 o'clock, was always very special. When the boys, that's Pop's children from his first marriage, Len and Ken, when they were here and the land girls were billeted, the boys would play the piano and we'd have a sing-along. Margaret plays the piano now. That's hers. She paid for it from her paper round, would you believe? I think she'll enjoy this. Perhaps I'll be able to persuade her to play some Buddy Holly. Or we can have a sing-along to How Much Is That Doggy in the Window? All I need to do now is fill on my case. I've let it cool a little bit and I've turned the oven down. So I'm going to pour in the mix, then put it back in the oven for about 20 minutes, making sure not to overcook it or it will split. My tart is cooked and cooling, so I'm now going to decorate it. And then I might just have a little taste. This is lovely and practical because everyone has a tin of EVAP in the cupboard somewhere and so can make it at any time. Lucky Kentish children, and lucky me for finding out about it.